Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a checkpoint in Dungeon Defenders. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is I've opened up the level template .udk that the Dungeon Defenders development kit gives you, and I've added this little area over here with some lava and some rock platforms to jump on, and then this little tree over here which we will hug when we reach the end because we love small little trees. First things first, let's add a player start. Go to add actor, player start, right there. And we want to put this at about half of a character's height off the ground. Now, where we're going to put our checkpoint on this rock right here. So let's go ahead and select the player start and hold Alt and drag it over. And I made a copy. And so that's going to be where our checkpoint is going to spawn at. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to add 2 trigger volumes. So I'm going to go hit the cube brush right here. And hold Control Shift and click that to select it. And then I'm going to go up and click non-uniform scaling so I can make this the size of the platform. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to go right click this button right here, add a volume, and add a trigger volume. So now, move that out of the way. I got my trigger volume. I'm going to alt click and drag it and create a copy. Alright, so this is everything we need as far as inside the level for the checkpoint. We're going to spawn in here, and then checkpoint is right here. So let's select the checkpoint trigger volume and go View Unreal Kismet. And initially you're going to see all this stuff, which is the basic Dungeon Defenders Kismet that you need for a tower defense level. We're going to ignore that for now. I'm going to go right click and create a new sequence to make sure that there's no objects, and I'm going to name it checkpoint. Oh, I had a sequence part named that. I'm going to name it checkpoints. Double click to go into that. I'm going to right click and add a new event using trigger volume 17 and do touch. What this says is when the player touches any spot inside this volume is we're going to do something. So next I'm going to click on the other trigger volume that I have here, go up and create the same thing, new event and touch. Now what we want to do is, the way this works is we're going to have a trigger volume at the spawn that as soon as someone spawns in, they actually get teleported to the checkpoint. I was looking at various UDK tutorials online, and none of the methods really worked for changing the player start in the DDDK. I'm not really sure why, but after playing with it for a little while, I've came up with this method. So yeah, what we're going to do is basically once the checkpoint's activated, every time you spawn in, you automatically teleport to it from the original spawn. So I'm going to select this trigger volume right here, bring it up, and I'm going to, I've already done that. Add that. So I'm going to add a new action, toggle, connect it there, and then connect the touch to the turn on. And I'm going to take this trigger volume and click on enabled. So initially it's disabled, so it won't teleport you until the checkpoint's activated. Now the next part we need is the teleport itself. So I'm going to go to action, actor, and teleport, and bring the touch over there. Now we need 2 more things. We need an instigator variable. So we can go to variable, object, and connect the instigator there, and then target there. What this means is the instigator, or the player that touches the trigger volume, is going to be stored in this object right here. So then when we're using the teleport on the object, which would be the player, we're going to be able to teleport the player that triggered it. And then the last thing we need is a destination. So we're going to go and click our player spawn. So it's selected, go back to Kismet, right click, new object using player start, and connect it there. Alright, so that should be everything we need in the Kismet. So let's go ahead and go into the level and see how it works. I'm going to save first. Saving frequently is always a good thing. Alright, so initially nothing happens when you spawn in, just a regular spawn. And when I die, I'm going to get spawned back in the same place. However, when we reach the checkpoint, now that I'm on it, and I die, instead of spawning at the original place, I'll spawn at the checkpoint. And if you notice those blue visual effects, that was actually the remnants of my teleport. But it happened so fast that really you don't even see the initial spawn point anyways. It's a little convoluted, but it's the only way I could figure out how to do it. I tried many methods. It works, so that's the plus side. So I'm just going to go over here and finish it off, hug my tree, because everyone loves small trees. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope everything was simple and easy to understand. Good luck on creating your new checkpoints.